And speaking of bad, sorry, I just have to compose myself with this one because it was so awful. Let me tell you this much: this next match I'm about to talk about is the worst wrestling match I've ever seen. And yes, that includes the hardcore evening gown match that I watched last month at King of the Ring. So that was terrible. That was -3 stars I gave it. No, I gave it -5 stars, didn't I? This was worse. Just bear that in mind. As Vampiro defeated Sting in a terrible, awful, woeful, atrocious Human Torch match. Vampiro brings gasoline out with him. Sting starts at the top of the Tron and basically tells the torch, there's a torch at the top of the ramp, and he pulls the torch to the top and says, right, basically, here's the deal. If you want to set me on fire, you're going to have to come up here. And you think to yourself, oh, great. Sting gets in the ring and does some sloppy stuff, including a finger splash that misses, so Vampiro covers him in gas. Covers him in gasoline. The announcer, do the old, oh, that smells, even though you can clearly tell it's just water, but, whatever. And you think to yourself, this is where this one gets a bit stupid, because if Vampiro is prepared to bring gasoline to the ring, why didn't he bring a lighter? Because you just would, wouldn't you? You'd just bring the lighter out with you. You wouldn't think to yourself, do you know, I could climb up to the top of the Tron and get that torch, or I could just bring out my trusty Zippo, click, done, match over. Just a thought, just a little thought. That's what I'm thinking while he's doing this. Up by the ramp, they brawl. The crowd are completely dead. The announcers try to say that they're stunned. They're stunned into silence. No, they just don't give a fuck. I promise you that. They start to climb the Tron, but Sting falls off the Tron to no reaction. No pop. No, oh! No, my God, he's fallen off. No reaction at all. Vampiro climbs up. Sting completely no-sells the fact he's just fallen 10 foot off a Tron onto a stage and gets up, and we go up to the top of the Tron. We get some flashing lights, and I have no idea what's happening. And then the lights go off, and Sting swaps places with an imposter, and it's clearly an imposter. He looks completely different. Different hair, for example, different body weight. And basically, Vampiro sets him on fire. The stuntman, because I'm not calling him Sting, the stuntman staggers around for a bit, and then jumps off the Tron while he's on fire. Does basically does a pretty damn good swanton bomb basically while he's in midair, incidentally, and then goes through a padded bit of the stage. Incidentally, while he's in midair, the fire goes out, which is pretty funny, and yeah, he lands on the stage, and the announcers, as you can probably imagine, sell it like he's just died. This is the worst thing they've ever seen. And then loads of people come out and cover him in fucking fire extinguisher. So Vampiro wins. Yay, it's awful. This match has no redeeming value at all. Literally, my notes say this. Fuck the hardcore evening gown. This is the worst match of 2000. I can't see anything better in this. I can't. -6 stars. -6 stars. That is how disgusted I was with this match. It was so bad. It was freaking awful. If you don't believe me, go and watch it yourself, and you'll see just how bad it is. I promise you that. So, come on, let's get on to the main event, then we can do something else. So, Jeff Jarrett defeated Kevin Nash to retain the WCW in a crap match, another door. Hey, so notice how we haven't had the surprise yet. The big surprise that I was talking about at the start of the show, that hasn't happened yet. Filthy Animals are announced by Ernest Miller. They're introduced, Ernest Miller comes out and introduces them. Conan's the bell ringer. Rey Mysterio is the timekeeper. Disco is the belt keeper, which gets complete with Mark Madden saying that's the closest to the title he'll ever get. Funny stuff. Juventud Guerrera is the announcer, the guest announcer, even though he doesn't speak English. Brilliant. And Miller is the outside referee. Booking 101 says that Kevin Nash has to win this match, doesn't it? All that outside interference. It's what? 6-on-1? 7-on-1? So Booking 101 says that Kevin Nash overcomes all the adversities and wins the match. Rock, Backlash 2000. A couple of months earlier. Think about it. Shane's the guest referee. Vince on the outside. Steph's on the outside. Triple H. Rock wins because something happens to mean that Rock gets the win. Rock's the face, overcomes it. Anyway, punch and kicks at the start. Big toss by Nash. The fans chant Goldberg with abandon. Brawl on the outside and in the crowd. Ray uses a chair on Nash. Then Jarrett uses it and they get another Goldberg chant. Jarrett works on the knee, then puts on a figure four, and then a half crowd. Nash's selling is awful, but this has got to be Nash's favourite ever match because all he does is lie on the ground. He doesn't actually have to do anything. Yay, good work with Nash. Conan uses the belt on Nash for 2. I say uses the belt, but I promise you there was at least that much distance between the belt and Nash's head. It went straight past him. Anyway, Side slam gets 2 for Nash. He beats on the animals, but the ref gets bumped. Miller in, and that gets 2. And gets 2, sorry. Nash beats off the animals, and Jarrett hits the stroke for 2. Choke slam, and it's a good one. Ray accidentally sprays something in Miller's eyes as Nash bombs him. Jackknife for Jarrett, and then Rick Steiner and Tank Abbott, who have all of a sudden made up after the bullshit that we saw in the Hardcore Asylum match, or whatever it was called. Scott Steiner then comes out, they brawl on the ramp as the animals beat on Nash. Goldberg's truck, which we've seen various times during the show, which I forgot to mention, comes out, and the man himself is in there. He comes out, he's in the ring, it looks like he's going to spear Jarrett, and oh no! The big thing that Vince McMahon can do nothing about is Goldberg turns heel and spears Kevin Nash. Vince McMahon, you can see in his office going, no! No! There's nothing I can do about this! Oh! And you sat there thinking to yourself, what would Vince do about it? What would Vince do about that? There's nothing Vince McMahon can do about it. Well, obviously, you book your own stupid fucking show. Vince doesn't have anything to do with who turns heel and who turns face. Also, it doesn't exactly rock the industry because it's what everyone just goes, oh, you fucking idiots. Goldberg was still on a roll. Listen to the fans chanting his name during this show. Listen to the fans buying his merchandise still on Thunder and on Nitro the week before when Goldberg had returned. Remember, he put his fist through that fucking window, almost fucking destroyed his arm there. He'd been out for months and months and months. The fans still fucking loved Goldberg. There was no point in turning him. None. It was so stupid. Bischoff and Russo are also in the truck. They come out as the fans chant Goldberg sucks. I bet Vince McMahon was fucking devastated that there was nothing he could do about it. God damn, this show is awful. Based on my ratings for this show, that was a dud match by the way, I don't know if I mentioned that. This was the single worst wrestling show I've ever seen. Best match is 1.5 stars. The surprise. Think about it. If anyone bought this show, it was to get the raft. We all know that. We've established that. But I think the other reason for this, people buying this show, was to see what this big surprise was. And the big surprise was fucking terrible. It was fucking a joke. If you include the title matches, like I said at the start, 9 of the 10 matches had some sort of stipulation on it, which means not only is each stipulation wasted, it means that each stipulation means nothing. It means nothing. It's just let's throw what we can and see what throw the shit at the wall and see what sticks. And let me tell you this much, ladies and gentlemen, nothing stuck, nothing at all. Also, why put 2 retirement matches on a show? Put them back to back. Stupid, ludicrous, absolutely fucking ludicrous. 2 out of 10. I've given this show 2. Worst show I've seen in a long time. I can't see any show being in 2000 being worse than this. I really can't. I mean, it'd have to be so bad, wouldn't it, to be worse than this? The shows that I've reviewed in 1999, well, I'm certain better than this. But yeah, what I'd actually do is I'd encourage anyone, if you can find it, go and watch this. I'm sure most of the matches are on YouTube. Go find them, go watch them, and tell me what you think. What I would say though, ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching this, please give me some comments on this one. A lot of people watch these vids, but very few people comment, and I don't like that. So yeah, please comment. I'd love to know what you think about this show, this series, what have you. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to do some more WCW because I just love torturing myself. Join me next month where I'm going to be doing Bash at the Beach 2000. Take it easy, ladies and gentlemen.